The bedroom air hung heavy with the scent of lavender candles, their flickering light casting jagged shadows on the walls, as if mocking the fracture in my heart. Sarah's words still echoed in my skull. "I don't want to kiss or hug you today, Mark." Her voice had been soft, almost apologetic, but it sliced through me like a blade, cold and precise. I stood frozen by our bed, watching her slip into her nightgown, her movements deliberate, avoiding my gaze. The silence between us was a living thing, coiling tighter with every second. It wasn't just the words. It was the way her hazel eyes, usually warm like sunlight on autumn leaves, had dulled, as if a curtain had fallen behind them. I wanted to ask why, to demand an explanation, but my tongue felt leaden, trapped by the dread pooling in my gut. Instead I muttered, "Okay," and retreated to the couch, where the leather creaked under my weight, amplifying my isolation. The house was too quiet, the kind of quiet that screams something's wrong. We'd been married 7 years, and I thought I knew every curve of Sarah's moods. Her laughter that bubbled like a mountain stream, her sighs when work drained her, her playful nudge when I forgot to take out the trash. But this was new. A wall had risen, invisible but solid, and I didn't know how to breach it. I lay awake staring at the ceiling, replaying her words, searching for a clue. Was it me? Work? Something unsaid? My mind churned, conjuring excuses, stress, maybe, or exhaustion. She'd been distant lately, her phone always close, her smiles fleeting. I chalked it up to her new project at the ad agency, long hours, late nights. But now doubt gnawed at me, sharp and relentless. Morning brought no relief. Sarah was already in the kitchen when I woke, her sister Emily perched on a stool, sipping coffee. Emily, with her sharp cheekbones and sharper tongue, always seemed to know more than she let on. I caught the tail end of their whispers as I entered, words cut off abruptly. Sarah's smile was tight, forced as she handed me a mug. "Sleep okay?" she asked, her tone light but her eyes darting to Emily. "Fine," I lied, the coffee bitter on my tongue. Emily's gaze lingered on me, a flicker of something, pity? Amusement. Before she looked away, the room felt charged like the air before a storm. I wanted to ask Sarah what was wrong, to pull her aside and unravel the knot in my chest, but Emily's presence held me back. They were close, those two, always sharing secrets I was never privy to. I used to find it endearing. Now it felt like a locked door. "Got plans today?" I asked, trying to sound casual. Sarah shrugged, stirring her oatmeal with a spoon that clinked too loudly against the bowl. "Emily's staying over. We might go shopping." Her voice was flat, rehearsed. Emily nodded, her lips curving into a smile that didn't reach her eyes. "Sounds fun," I said, but my mind was racing. Shopping. Sarah hated malls. She'd always preferred hiking or curling up with a book. Another red flag, small but glaring. I swallowed the urge to press her, to demand why she was pulling away, why her warmth had turned to frost. The day dragged, each hour heavy with unease. I worked from home, my laptop screen blurring as my thoughts spiraled. Sarah and Emily left around noon, their laughter trailing out the door like a taunt. I tried to focus, but my eyes kept drifting to Sarah's desk, where her phone charger lay coiled like a snake. She'd forgotten it. Or had she? My fingers itched to check her phone, but it wasn't there. She'd taken it, as always. The temptation clawed at me, shameful but undeniable. I pushed it down, telling myself I trusted her. I had to. By evening, the house was dark, the candles long burned out. Sarah and Emily returned, bags rustling, their voices low. I caught fragments of their conversation as I chopped vegetables for dinner. "He doesn't suspect." Emily's voice, a conspiratorial murmur. My knife paused mid-slice, the blade glinting under the kitchen light. "Suspect what?" My pulse quickened, but I kept chopping, the rhythm masking my unease. Dinner was a performance. Sarah talked about the mall, her words bright but hollow, like a script she hadn't rehearsed enough. Emily was quieter, her eyes flicking between us, a silent judge. I tried to act normal, but every bite tasted like ash. When Sarah reached for the salt, her sleeve rode up, revealing a faint bruise on her wrist. My stomach lurched. "What's that?" I asked, my voice sharper than I intended. She yanked her sleeve down, her laugh brittle. "Oh, just bumped into a display at the store. Clumsy me." Emily's fork clinked against her plate, a sound like a warning bell. I nodded, but the lie hung in the air, thick and suffocating. Sarah wasn't clumsy. Never had been. Later, as we washed dishes, Emily excused herself to the guest room. The kitchen was dim, the only sound the soft clatter of plates and the drip of the faucet. I couldn't hold it in anymore. "Sarah," I said, my voice low, "what's going on? You're not yourself." She froze, her hands submerged in soapy water. "Nothing's going on, Mark. I'm just tired." Her tone was defensive, a wall slamming down. "Tired doesn't explain why you won't touch me," I said, hating the crack in my voice. "Or why you and Emily keep whispering like I'm not here." Her shoulders tensed, and for a moment I thought she'd crack, spill whatever secret she was guarding. But she turned, drying her hands, her face a mask. "You're overthinking it. I just need space sometimes, okay?" Space. The word was a slap. I wanted to argue, to beg, but pride held me back. I nodded, retreating to the living room, where the couch became my refuge again. Sleep eluded me, my mind replaying every moment, every glance, every half-truth. The next morning I woke to Sarah's voice, sharp and panicked, coming from the hallway. "Emily, you can't say that." I crept closer, my bare feet cold against the hardwood. Emily's reply was low, teasing. "What? I'm just saying if you won't kiss or hug him, I will. He's not bad-looking, you know." My heart stopped. The words weren't just a joke. They carried a weight, a truth that cut deeper than Sarah's rejection. I stepped into view and Sarah's face paled, her eyes wide with guilt. Emily smirked, unapologetic, her gaze daring me to react. "Mark, it's not," Sarah started, but I cut her off. "What's not?" My voice was a growl, raw with betrayal. "What's going on, Sarah? Tell me." Her lips trembled, and for the first time I saw fear in her eyes. Not of me, but of the truth. "It's not what you think," she whispered, but her voice broke and the lie crumbled. Emily stepped forward, her smirk gone. "Tell him, Sarah. He deserves to know." The world tilted. Sarah's tears came fast. Her words a confession I never wanted to hear. "It was one time, Mark. One stupid night. I didn't mean for it to happen." She didn't say who, but Emily's silence screamed the answer. Not a lover. Not a stranger. Her sister. The room spun, the lavender scent now sickly sweet. Heartbreak and rage collided. But worse was the love that lingered, stubborn and cruel. I wanted to scream, to leave, but my feet were rooted. Sarah reached for me, but I flinched, her touch a betrayal too fresh to bear. Emily's voice cut through the haze. "I'm sorry, Mark. It was my fault too." Her words were sincere, but they didn't matter. The trust was gone, shattered like glass. I looked at Sarah, searching for the woman I loved, but all I saw was a stranger. I walked out, the door slamming behind me, the sound echoing like a gunshot. The street was cold, the dawn gray and unforgiving. I didn't know where I was going, only that I couldn't stay. Not with her. Not with them. The betrayal wasn't just infidelity. It was the unraveling of everything I thought we were. And as I walked, the weight of it settled in my chest, heavy as stone, leaving me to wonder if love could ever be trusted again.